Deep Dive, where we take all your sources and find those cool little nuggets of info, you know?
Yeah.
Today we're going deep on this song that hit #1 on Billboard back in November 2003, a first for all three artists.
Yeah.
We're talking Twista, Kanye West, and Jamie Foxx.
Wow.
It's Slow Jamz, a really cool blend of hip-hop and like that old school R&B,
Oh, yeah.
but with a twist of chipmunk soul.
Interesting.
And we've got lyrics from literature.com and background from Wikipedia.
Okay.
So get ready for a little history lesson
Yeah.
hidden inside a catchy tune,
I love it.
because this song is packed with references to some classic artists.
You know, it's so interesting to think about how this song came out when hip-hop was really starting to experiment with all kinds of new sounds and influences.
Right.
This was like right when artists like Kanye were mixing hip-hop and soul in new ways.
It's true. It wasn't just about rapping over a smooth beat.
No.
Slow Jamz is like a sonic time capsule. You know,
Yeah.
it captures that specific moment in music. So how did this unique blend of styles even happen?
Well, the story goes that Jamie Foxx actually had the original idea for the song.
Really?
He wanted to do something with that classic R&B vibe, and then he met up with Kanye West.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, Kanye had a totally different approach to music.
Yeah.
So Kanye brought his hip-hop style to the mix, and boom, they created this amazing fusion of style.
I can just imagine them in the studio just bouncing ideas off of each other.
Yeah.
Fox, the seasoned R&B singer,
Right.
and Kanye, this up-and-coming producer, just full of new ideas.
With a vision.
And then
Yeah.
you add Twista to the mix.
Yeah.
A rapper known for his super fast rapping.
Right.
It's like the perfect recipe for something really unique.
Totally.
And speaking of Twista, his speed is legendary.
Oh, yeah.
But before we get into that, let's talk about the foundation of the song.
Okay.
The sample, Slow Jamz, uses a sample from Luther Vandross's cover of A House Is Not a Home.
Okay.
And that sample is key. It sets the mood instantly. Romantic, nostalgic, you know, with a little bit of longing.
Yeah.
Like, they took this iconic soul ballad and gave it a fresh new spin.
I agree.
Okay, so we've got the smooth sample, the contrasting styles of Fox and Kanye. But what about this chipmunk soul thing?
Yeah.
I've heard of it, but I never really understood what it is.
Think of it like this.
Okay.
They took that Luther Vandross sample and sped it up,
Oh.
creating this high-pitched, almost playful sound. It's like the soul of the original, but with this mischievous twist.
Interesting.
It was a really popular technique back then, and Slow Jamz helped make it a trend.
It's clever.
Yeah.
It takes something familiar and makes it new again.
Right.
Which brings us to the lyrics.
Okay.
Get ready. We're going to play a little game.
Right.
I'll read some lines, and you give us the rundown on the artists they mention.
Sounds fun.
It'll be like a little music history lesson woven into our deep dive.
Okay.
All right, here we go, right in the chorus. She said she wants some Marvin Gaye, some Luther Vandross, a little Amation.
Anita will definitely set this party off, right?
Okay.
We've got 3 heavy hitters right there. Marvin Gaye, Luther Vandross, and Anita Baker.
3 legends of soul and R&B.
Yeah.
Marvin Gaye, he brought social commentary and sensuality to his music. Think, Let's Get It On.
Oh, yeah.
Luther Vandross, like we said, king of romantic ballads, smooth vocals, all about love and longing.
Right.
And then Anita Baker.
Yeah.
Her voice was so rich,
Yeah.
powerful.
Yeah.
Perfect for those slow jams that just melt your heart.
It's incredible how they fit so much music history into one line.
Yeah.
And that's just the beginning.
Right.
This song is full of these references, like they're making a playlist for the perfect romantic evening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's not just about name dropping.
Right.
These artists represent a whole era of soul and R&B.
Yeah.
They're paying tribute to the music that shaped their own sound.
I see.
You know?
Okay, ready for another round?
Here's a line that stood out to me. She said she wants some Ready for the World, some New Edition, some Minnie Riperton, and definitely set this party off right.
Oh, right.
Give us some 80s knowledge.
We're going back to the 80s.
Yeah.
Okay, Ready for the World. They have that infectious pop soul sound. Remember? Oh, Sheila. Pure 80s gold.
For sure.
New Edition brought youthful energy and those smooth harmonies. Think Candy Girl and Cool It Now.
Yeah.
And then you've got Minnie Riperton,
Yeah.
known for that incredible vocal range,
Mm-hmm.
especially that whistle register and Loving You.
Wow. So we've gone from the soulful sounds of Marvin Gaye to that 80s pop-infused R&B.
Yeah.
It's like they're tracing a musical lineage, showing us their influences and inspirations.
Exactly.
But I gotta admit, with all these name drops, it almost feels a little much.
Yeah.
Like, are they trying too hard to prove their music knowledge?
That's an interesting point.
Yeah.
Some people might see it that way, but I think it's more about celebrating the music that came before them.
Right. Acknowledging the artists who paved the way. And don't forget, this was early Kanye West.
Yeah.
Maybe he was still figuring things out, trying to establish himself in the world of hip-hop.
I see. Yeah, he's saying, hey, I know my music history. I respect the greats.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And by using these references in the lyrics, they're creating a richer, more layered experience for the listener.
Right.
It's like they're inviting you on this musical journey, connecting the past to the present.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's like they're saying, put on this record, dim the lights, and let the music take over.
Right. But let's step back from all those name drops for a second.
Okay.
What about the overall sound of Slow Jamz?
Yeah.
How would you describe its sonic landscape?
Good question. Sonic landscape. It refers to the overall feeling and texture of the music.
Right.
Think of it like a painting, you know?
Okay.
The colors, the brush strokes, how it's all put together.
Yeah.
In Slow Jamz, that sonic landscape, it's built on warmth and smoothness.
You've got the soulful sample, Fox's velvety vocals.
Yeah.
And even Twista's fast rapping somehow blends in without messing up the flow.
You're right. Even though Twista's verse is super fast.
Yeah.
And we'll get into that later, it doesn't sound out of place.
No.
It's like his speed is woven into the song.
Exactly. And that's what makes Slow Jamz so unique.
Yeah.
It blends these different elements together.
Right.
The smooth and the fast, the old school and the new.
And we can't forget about how successful the song was, both with critics and commercially.
Absolutely.
Slow Jamz wasn't just a catchy tune.
Yeah.
It topped the Billboard Hot 100.
Yeah.
Which is a big deal.
It is.
Especially for a song that mixed genres like that.
Totally. And it was Twista's first #1 hit.
Wow.
After years of working on his craft, it really put him in front of a bigger audience.
And for Kanye, it was a sign of what was to come.
Yeah.
His unique production style was all over this song. The way he sampled, the way he layered the sounds.
Right.
Even the way he used humor with Aisha Tyler's voice, challenging him to rap faster.
Oh, that part's brilliant. It adds a little fun, and it's the perfect transition to Twista's verse.
I know.
It's like Kanye saying, okay, I can rap, but I'm no Twista.
Exactly. But before we get into the speed demon himself,
okay,
let's go back a bit and talk about how the song was made.
Yeah.
We know Fox and Kanye had different ideas at first. Did that actually help the song?
You know, it's interesting. A lot of times the best stuff comes from a little bit of conflict.
Really?
From pushing each other's boundaries.
Interesting.
Fox wanted that classic R&B sound, while Kanye was all about doing something new.
Yeah.
Blending genres and creating something fresh.
It's almost like they challenged each other to do their best.
Yeah.
Fox brought the soulful vocals.
Right.
Kanye brought the innovative production. And then bam.
Yeah.
Twista shows up and adds another layer with his super fast flow.
And the result, a track that surprised and delighted audiences.
It mixed hip-hop, R&B, and soul in a way that had never been done before.
It's true, and Slow Jamz wasn't just a one-hit wonder.
No.
It had a real impact.
It did.
It influenced the music scene in ways we still see today.
Absolutely. For one, it helped make that chipmunk soul style of sampling popular.
Yeah.
Like we talked about, where they speed up soulful tracks to create that high-pitched sound.
Right.
Kanye used it a lot in his early work, and so many other artists followed.
So Slow Jamz didn't just bring a new sound, it shaped the sound of hip-hop for years to come.
Exactly. And it also showed that blending genres, taking risks, and pushing boundaries could lead to success.
Yeah.
It gave other artists the freedom to experiment, to create their own unique sounds.
And we can't forget the cultural impact.
Yeah.
Slow Jamz became an anthem.
It did.
Played at parties, on the radio, even in movies.
Right.
It captured a moment in time. And people still love it.
It's the song people still connect with today.
Yeah. Those smooth vibes, the clever lyrics, that feeling of nostalgia.
Yeah.
It reminds us how music can take us back, make us feel good, and connect us with each other. Yeah, it really is amazing how a song can just capture a moment. And Slow Jamz definitely did that. But beyond the music itself, I'm curious about how it affected the artists.
Yeah.
Did it change their careers in any big way?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
We know it was Twista's first #1 hit, but what about the long term? that it changed things for them?
For Twista, it was a huge moment.
Yeah.
He was already well known in the underground scene for his speed and lyrics, but Slow Jamz brought him into the mainstream. It put him in front of a much bigger audience and really made him a rap legend.
It's like he finally got what he deserved after all those years of pushing the limits of rap with that crazy fast flow.
Yeah.
It must have been a game changer.
Absolutely. And for Kanye West, Slow Jamz was a really important step on his road to superstardom. Yeah. It showed off his production style, his ability to blend genres. Yeah.
And his talent for writing catchy hooks.
Yeah, it's almost like a preview of what he would do later on.
Right.
He was already experimenting and pushing hip-hop further, and Slow Jamz proved he could be both critically acclaimed and commercially successful.
Exactly, and even for Jamie Foxx, who was already a successful actor, Slow Jamz helped launch his music career.
Interesting.
It showed the world his voice and how versatile he is as an artist.
Yeah.
It's funny to think he wasn't sure about Kanye's vision for the song at first.
Right.
But their different ideas actually led to something really special.
It just shows that sometimes the best collaborations come from a bit of friction, you know?
Yeah.
From pushing each other out of their comfort zones and trying new things.
Absolutely.
But we've talked so much about the song, the artists, the production. We haven't even talked about the music video.
Oh, right.
It was pretty groundbreaking for its time, wasn't it?
Oh, for sure. The Slow Jamz music video captured the energy and the vibe perfectly.
It was full of stars, with cameos from some of the biggest names in hip-hop and R&B.
Yeah, like who?
You had Common John legend Erykah Badu.
Wow, it was like a who's who of the music scene back then.
It was, and the video looked so unique.
Yeah.
This mix of old school, cool and modern swagger.
I see.
It was a perfect reflection of the song's blend of soulful nostalgia and cutting-edge hip-hop.
Exactly. It gave the song another layer of meaning, another way to connect with people.
Right.
And it helped cement Slow Jam's place in pop culture.
Yeah.
It wasn't just something you heard on the radio. It was a visual thing, a moment in time. And that's what makes Slow Jamz so iconic.
Yeah.
It's a song that's stuck with us.
Right.
A song people still sing along to dance to and connect with.
Absolutely.
It reminds us of how music can take us back to a specific time and place to make us feel things and bring people together.
Beautifully said. It's a testament to the creativity, the talent, and the vision of everyone involved. Slow Jamz is a song that still inspires and influences people. And it reminds us that sometimes the most unexpected combinations can create something truly amazing.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into Slow Jamz, I'm just left feeling amazed and grateful for the artistry and innovation that went into this timeless track.
It's a song that will keep resonating for years to come.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of music, you know?
Right.
Its power to go beyond time trends and generations.
We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into Slow Jamz.
Yeah.
We encourage you to listen to it again with fresh ears and appreciate everything that makes it so special.
And as always, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. The podcast sponsor is in the description below, so go check them out.
Thanks for listening.